Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week at Shrouded, episode 25. That's right, 25 weeks of talking about nonsense and going way too long and going on tangents and all that fun stuff. But I enjoy it. I hope everyone else does too. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, A Greener, and I have a couple guests with me today, 4x4 Strings and our friendly neighborhood, Mr. Wrecked. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello indeed. All right. So we're going to start off right away. We don't have a lot to go in with our special segment of how shitty can Twitter be. Twitter be. But earlier this week, early in the week, in fact, on the 8th. So I'm not even sure when that was. Saturday. Bungie tweeted, "We are actively investigating a rise in Weasel and Guitar error codes. Updates will be provided when available." So, with my little fun game that I've been playing with the Twitterverse, I said, thanks for letting us know you're on it. No doubt you will have a solution very quickly. Thanks to the Weekend Warriors. So this comment here I actually liked. Because a couple weeks ago I was complaining about... I commented on a thread with a porn star involved, and all the comments were, she's not going to sleep with you, bro. So this guy, Paul, at Mr. Triangle 360 said, not going to sleep with you, bro, and gave a salute. And I actually thought that was funny. So, anyway. You got me good. He said, appreciate it. That was a good reply. Mm-hmm. This guy says I can
Very
never...
wholesome.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because it's a good nod to that. So this guy says I can never tell when you're being serious or sarcastic. And this is where things really went off because I told him I was being serious. And I said, I'm a fan of positive vibes. It's rare on this app. So I'm not being sarcastic. I appreciate anyone who has to work on a weekend solely for my entertainment. So, here we go. How can you be entertained if the game is constantly down when it's up? There's an error code after error code. Does resetting your game every 5 minutes count as fun? Okay, so first of all, that has never, ever in the history of anything ever happened to me when playing Destiny. I get an error code, it's like once. And then I get to play for hours before I get another error code. Unless the servers are completely shitting the bed, and like if I get kicked off twice, then I'm going to hop off the game because clearly there's an issue. But anyway, I replied to that. Fortunately for me, I don't have that many problems. And if the game goes down, I have plenty of other things to do with my time that it doesn't bother me that much. And then, of course, his reply is, a shill says what? So, in grand fashion, I said, what? Question mark. And he just says, yup. And then they go on a little bit about some nonsense. So this guy replied to the original message, says, how does Bungie taste? So, my reply, so good. I love how she crosses her eyes in the GIF. Anyway, claim sarcasm right now. Another negative response. This guy says, thank you for bringing positivity into the community. So we should recruit this guy. Neon Black. Watch I click his name. He's like a neo-Nazi or some shit. Oh, this is a good one. All right. So this guy says, well, it's been a day. This was actually replied after. Nothing has been found yet, or at least reported. Not even the usual so-so errors have subsided. And he's not wrong. They did not come back onto this tweet at all and say anything about the errors. This guy just posted a thumbnail of a porn. Said serious dick ratting, posted by Fuck My Brains. 8.1 million views. It's a good one. Ooh! Hold on. I don't speak French. This says... Why would I translate that into Spanish? Come on. It's still on the corner of your mouth. Ha! Sorry. Let me wipe that off. Real quick. That's hilarious. That's a good one. I never even listened to that one. I can tell you enjoy the long shaft up to rectum. That guy's not even creative at all. I never replied to this. Here, hold on. What do we got? What can we find for a gift? Oh, yeah, that works. There. There's a reply to that. Alright, let's see what's down here. That's the same one. Weird. Oh, I don't know what this says. Oh, that guy's clearly sucking his microphone off.
Get off his penis! You know what I hear? All I hear is...
Sorry, that's really loud. Can you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I look on the other side of the street. I just see this. He's on his meat like this. Boing, boing. Get off his meat. Dang. You know what I hear?
So that's a pretty good one. I'm liking that. It's worth it. This guy just says, right. Now the dick eating is crazy. People are obsessed with the dick eating thing at this point, though. I think it is. Anyway, make sure to zip up their pants and wipe your mouth when you're done. That's a good one. Once again, let's see. I haven't been checking. Did we get ratioed on any of this? Okay, so I got 63 likes. Nope. Damn! I got ratioed. It's the first one, I think. Ah, that's too bad. I'm sad now. No. This one's offensive. All right. Oh, shut the fuck up. That's creative. Okay, but I thought that was enough content to go through these. They were pretty funny. I don't want to spend too much time on these every week, but I still think they're amusing. And, man, people are just so hateful. I don't get it. Why is everyone so hateful? Some of them are clever, but most of them just hateful human beings. What is going on here? Why is cat pervert trending in Canada?
You're the one. Yeah, I mean, you would know more of that than me. Why is cat pervert trending up in your?
I don't know, man. I don't want to click it. I don't want to get into that. Okay, so I am interested, but we're gonna ignore that for now. So next on the docket is our recurring segment of what have we done in the world this week. So it can be anything you want to talk about, anything interesting in your life happened this week. What games have you been playing? You watch any cool movies? I don't care. You want to talk about it, bring it up. Let us know what you thought of it. If it's something new, try not to hit on the spoilies. And that's about it. You got anything going on in your life, Mr. 4x4 Strings?
Not much. I finally got, I ran like 30 Legendary Lost Sectors earlier this week. I finally got Fallen Sunstar on my Warlock and tried out a build with it with basically, infinite ability uptime, which is pretty fun. I like it. Other than that, in real life, I look like I'm wearing sun bracers because I got sunburns on both my arms. So that's fun.
Nice.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. That's allowed. Destiny is life. Rex, you got anything going on?
The only thing of note, game related, I did this week was I've been playing Skyrim, so there's that.
Right.
But I attempted a solo flawless Ghost of the Deep. Did not happen. I made it to the last boss. So I'm going to go back and do it again. I'm determined to solo flawless this rather than just solo it.
Okay.
That's the last thing I need for my Guardian rank 11.
What loadout were you running?
I'm running Hammer Titans.
Nice.
Just because, it's Hammer Titan. Like it's the cheesiest. It's the cheesiest stuff to run for. If you're not running Hammer Titan or Arc Melee Hunter.
Okay.
I don't know what you're doing with your life in the dungeon right now, right?
Yep.
Because, I can 4-phase Ekthar by myself with my Hammer Titan. So
same.
And
Ekthar
do a
is
little
the
bit more damage.
pushover.
But for the next run, I'm gonna hot swap my armor for doing damage to the boss. So I'm gonna go from my regular hammer build, which I'll use to kill all the regular stuff. But when damage phase comes, I'm gonna hot swap to Actium War Rig and Heir Apparent, so that I have a force field over shield the entire time I'm doing damage to the boss.
Smart.
So we'll see how that goes. But that's on my docket for this week.
When I did Spire, I hot swapped from Assassin's Cowl, Arc Melee to Star Eaters when I was doing boss damage, and it worked really well.
Did you do your solo yet, Green?
No. You want to know a secret?
Hmm.
I haven't done the dungeon at all.
You haven't done the dungeon once?
Nope. Haven't even
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Haven't even stepped foot in there. I've been saying like that I have, but I haven't. I haven't even touched it. I don't know anything about it. No idea. I know there's hive runes. That's basically all I know. Yeah. So
It's a great dungeon. Like, mechanics-wise, other than a lot of the underwater sections, which are a pain.
I just haven't had
Yeah.
time. I haven't had time to sit down and just like do it. Every time I sit down to play Destiny, I need to be doing something else. Like this week, I played it a little bit, but I focused on finishing off the guild on my Iron Banner. A couple weeks ago, I played a whole bunch, but it was like getting ready to guild the Iron Banner, but I didn't quite make it. Busy in real life, like I'm doing a lot of house renos and stuff, so it's just like it's tough, but I gotta sit down and I gotta do it because I need to solo it before the end of the season, so at some point. So I need to learn it in general.
If you want someone to run you through it, ping me and we can set something up.
Yeah, boy. I'll think about it. I gotta do it eventually. It's not gonna be this week. That's for sure.
We still have, what, 4 weeks?
You got like
left in the-
40 days, so I'd say that's like 5 or 6 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. The
I
Discord.
also started bounty hoarding this week.
Oh, you do that, do you? I don't do that. I'm
Mhm.
too lazy. You want to know what I started doing last night?
I don't. Maybe. Probably not.
I made my beautiful way back to my Titan character and skip jumped and hopped over to the Golgoroth maze for some fun antics.
You spent some time in the lab. I understand.
Well, I was sitting looking at my character, and I was like 1821, and I'm like, I can't even do a fucking GM yet. How am I supposed to guild this shit? I don't got time this season. I'm doing my best to get everything done. I'm just like, you know what? I'm fucking doing it. I don't care. And I did. I did it last night. I only got like 10 levels. I feel like it got nerfed. Not sure. Maybe. But I'm away all weekend, so hopefully I'm going to turn it on before I leave, and hopefully it doesn't fucking crap out on me by the time I get home on Sunday.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Clearly, you're going to be playing the maze from your phone via remote play.
All right.
Yes, that's what real gamers do.
That's right. You're going to
Sure.
be farming up levels in 10 FPS.
Dude, 50% of the fucking community AFK farms. Like, chillax. It's okay. Nobody cares. And if you care, you need to worry about more important things in your life. Okay, guys? All right? It's a video game. Not you. I'm talking to the audience that cares. And if that causes you not to want to watch this podcast, well, I don't think I want you here anyway.
Well, the problem is you brought it up, which means since Bungie watches this podcast,
Oh, yeah.
they're going to turn it off.
They're not going to turn it off. They know what's happening.
They're going to turn him off.
They're going to turn me off. You want to know something somebody did to me one time when I was AFK farming Thrallway when it was still a strat? They invited me to a group on Steam that said, you have been banned for Thrallway usage. And the way that works is if you get invited to a group when you're in a game, it pops up on your screen and it fucks with your AFK.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I got back to a message that said, "You've been banned for AFK farming Thrallway." And I'm like, no, I haven't. What is this? And then I saw it was a group invite, and I'm like, fuck whoever did this. Fuck you, and fuck the horse you rode in on.
That's funny.
I disagreed at the time. It messed with my AFK farm. And Thrallway was a little bit harder to set up than Golgoroth. Thrallway used to have to use Trinity Ghoul. And a fucking Warlock. Because you needed infinite Rift. Anyway. Okay. What was I going to say? I forget. Oh, I was going to talk about what I did. Right? Yeah. Were you done?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm done.
Cool. Alright, so I played Iron Banner this week. Eruption. Still kind of sucks. But it's not that bad. And there's not as many bubbles as there was the first time. Like, back when it was like, I don't know. The first time Eruption was around, when Void was the subclass, and there was a million fucking bubbles. Just bubble, 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 bubble. Not the case this time, because I don't believe your first 18 game, like the 18 game challenge, it's not Void, right? It's Arc and something else.
It's Arc, Void, and Strand.
Is it Void?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess people got tired of cheesing like a bunch of losers.
People are using Arc a lot because Arc is very strong in PvP right now.
Yeah, Arc's pretty strong. I like it. Well, I actually like Void Hunter, to be honest, typically.
I mean, that's what I've been running for my Iron Banner this week. But if I were playing Titan, I would... Listen, I'd be on Arc. I would have Peacekeepers or Antaeus on. I'd have an SMG in my hand, and I would just be holding down W like a scumbag.
Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, so I did that. I played some more Final Fantasy 16. Still a good game. Good story. Good stuff. Yum yum. Fun. Good combat. Enjoyable. Good characters. Got a lot of good things to say about the game. But I recently found out that you need to play it twice to platinum it, which pisses me off. I hate that shit so much. Why do developers do that? Nobody wants to play a 50-hour game twice in a row. Nobody. Nobody in their right damn mind. Who wants to do that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Nobody. No. Stop.
Why not?
Because I don't have the fucking time. And part of why Final Fantasy is so good is finding out what the fuck is happening. If I already know what's happening, I have no investment in the story. I don't care that much about the characters around the second time. Like, I already know what's going to happen to all of them. Like, I do not want to play that. Like, the gameplay combat loop is not that fun that I'd want to go through it again. It's no Arkham City, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, well, don't platinum it then.
Yeah, but I have this problem. It pisses me off, and it's the only trophy. You got to play it again on Final Fantasy mode, which you can't unlock until you beat it. It's like a new game plus, but it's, well, I guess it's just a new game plus, but harder.
Imagine new game plus on Final Fantasy. That seems weird to me.
Yeah. Anyway, that's silly to me, but everything else, the game itself is pretty good. I was just annoyed with the platinum prospect. I hope
Final Fantasy roguelike wins.
I hope they let you skip a bunch of shit. Square Enix would make a great roguelite, probably. If they put time and money into it. And I went and saw the Spider-Man movie. Whatever it's called. I can only think of Into the Spider-Verse, which is the first one, right? Fuck's sakes. Across the Spider-Verse. Alright, there we go. We got it. And has anyone seen that?
No.
You guys into that? Not into that? The first one was incredible.
I saw the first one, but I haven't...
the first one is incredible, and the first hour of the second one is just... Oof. Chef's kiss. So good. The animation is incredible. So much fun. Great characters, great acting. Oh my god, they nailed everything about it. Drags on a little bit towards the end, and it's a two-parter. The second Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming out next year. So it ends on a cliffhanger, which I'm not a big fan of on movies. You want to do that at the end of your season on TV show? That's fine. But a movie? No, I hate that shit on movies, man. But whatever. Do your thing. Do your thing. At least they are already working on it, and it's in production, and it's ready to be released next year. So you only gotta wait a year. And fucking Mission Impossible's doing that shit too. Dead Reckoning Part 1 released the last Friday or this Friday, and Part 2 comes out next summer. And it's just like, it's clearly a... I mean, they're clearly going to end it on some sort of cliffhanger. And it's like, ah, my God, I hate that shit. I hated it with Infinity War, too. Though they really brought it, like, it was... After it was all said and done, whew. Damn, did they ever bring that shit home. Did you guys see Endgame in theaters?
No.
Do you like the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I guess is
Yeah,
the first
I've
question.
seen
Okay.
everything. Well, I like most of it. There's some of it that I could do without. This is going to mark me as some enemy to the woke brigade, but I did not like the second Black Panther movie.
I'm trying to remember it. Oh yeah, a floaty fin guy. I didn't really like either of the Black Panther movies, to be completely honest. Neither one of them were that great. But yeah, Marquis and Enemies of Woke Brigade. What was it? Super woke? I don't really see that stuff very like. I don't really pay attention to that. What happened? What was super woke about Black Panther 2? Or is it just because it's African-led cast?
Yes, that's part of it, but they brought in the new female lead, and it wasn't the casting that was a problem for me. It was the acting I didn't find very good, and the story wasn't very good, especially as a fan of Marvel's comic book universe.
Got it. All right. Yeah, they had to bring somebody in.
The movie was boring to me, from a Marvel movie perspective. It just didn't do it for me.
I didn't find it that great. It's one of the few... I stopped watching Marvel movies in theaters now, but at that point I hadn't. And both Black Panthers, I never went to see in theaters. And it took me forever, like a year and a half, like far after Endgame, like to even watch Black Panther, the first one. It took a long time, so it was weird. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't
ever go to the theater to watch movies. Too many people.
I do. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because, like, Endgame is easily the best theater movie moment I've ever had. There's nothing that trumps, Captain America catching the hammer, all the portals opening up with that fucking sound beating dun 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 dun, and they're all coming through, and it's like it's all big and booming, and it was incredible. And then. Yeah, those two moments actually. That was like a culmination of 20 years of work, and it was just so good. I loved it. I don't know why I got on that point, but there was a point that brought me to that. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, all right, Into the Spider-Verse, or not Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Really good, incredible movie. I thought it was good. Good job, Sony and whoever the fuck produces that shit, because they do a great job. It's funny because Gwen is a much better character than Miles in the second movie, though. She's super interesting. You get a lot of her backstory and stuff. They focus on her a lot. They should do a spin-off. And then all the what is it, anti-woke, I guess, brigade would get mad because she's a girl. You can't have a girl lead anymore. God forbid. God forbid that that all-woman scene in Endgame. You guys remember that? No? Yes? No? Oh, okay. Well,
Peter... I have not watched a single Marvel movie ever.
Oh, what the fuck?
I tried to watch think it was Iron Man, and I got bored halfway through.
Okay. Anyway, there's a point in Endgame where Spider-Man has the Infinity Gauntlet and he's trying to protect it, and Captain Marvel comes in and hands it off. He hands it off to her, and she has to go to a place on the other side of the battlefield. And Spider-Man says, "I don't know how you're going to get there." And then one of the female characters walks into the scene and says she has help. And then all the female superheroes pop up behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking anti-woke crew went fucking crazy. They were like, "This movie is great. That's the worst part of the fucking movie. They didn't need it." But if you ever watch TikTok afterwards, it's incredible. So many people recorded their videos of them having 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old little girls just jumping for joy when all of the women come out and like do all this badass shit. They feel so empowered and they have people to look up to, and it makes me so mad sometimes. Maybe it did feel a little forced. Absolutely. Totally fine. But if you just look at the reactions to this stuff, how can you not think it's worth it? It's absolutely worth it. It's the same thing when Ariel was announced as being African. TikTok went on a brigade. All these little African girls watching the trailer for the first time and being just in total awe and stupor that Ariel was black and how amazing it was and how like it was just totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. And then you got all these angry people that are angry for no reason. But yes, I will acknowledge absolutely that scene in that movie did definitely feel a little bit forced and on the nose.
It was a little cheesy, man. I'm not gonna lie.
But what it was designed for absolutely was worth it, in my opinion. Seeing that type of stuff pop up on the internet afterwards. It wasn't designed for us. That scene was literally directed at little girls across the world. To get them interested in this stuff. And to get them and make them feel empowered and have role models. There's nothing wrong with that. In anybody's world, in my opinion. But whatever. But yeah, cheesy for sure. Cheesy for sure. But you gotta recognize the reason for it. Right?
No, I don't.
Fuck off. I got in an argument on Twitter about whitewashing and diversity hiring and stuff today. Somebody posted they posted a photo of all of the actresses that play characters, are the witches in The Witcher. And all of them but Yennefer, well, not all of them but Yennefer are black, but they posted 4 of them. The actresses are black, but the characters in the books in the game were white. So people are, this is what diversity hiring looks like, shit like that. I got mad at them. I was like, what the fuck's it, Matt? I was just like,
What are people talking about? Do these people actually watch the show?
Oh, I watched the show. You don't like the show?
No, the show's great, but I don't know what they're talking about. All the main characters that you can get into a love interest with in the game, they're all pretty much cast as they appear in the game.
Okay,
there's a lot of extra characters that are diverse in terms of race.
Now,
especially I don't know if you watched this last season, but there's a lot of them. But
yeah,
it didn't take anything away.
What they exactly, that was my point. It doesn't take anything away. It doesn't matter if they're cast, what race they are, whatever it is, as long as it's like. And then I was talking like that, and somebody posted a George Floyd poster with Ryan Gosling as the lead actor, and I'm like, your point is ridiculous. We're talking about a movie that has no. It's not based on culture or, anything. Like if there was a movie about George Floyd, it would be about systematic racism, defund the police, and Black Lives Matter. Yes, of course, you can't cast a white person to play that character. That would be ridiculous. But when you're looking at The Witcher...
Are you saying that if Ryan Gosling played that role in a movie that was about systematic racism and he was in blackface the whole time, it would be offensive? Is that what we're trying to say here?
I would definitely hop on the this is whitewashing bandwagon. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For that one. But anyway, the point is The Witcher is not that type of thing. Somebody else posted like a documentary about Obama played as like fucking John C. Reilly or something. And I'm like, you guys are missing the point. Okay? Yes, I get it. All right? But you don't cast a white person as the first black president. That's not the same thing. Okay. Anyway, we're talking about The Witcher here. There's 4 witches. Triss, which is white in the books, white in the comic, or in the game, and her character is... I'm not sure if she's fully black, but she's definitely not Caucasian. And then there is... Shit, I forget their names. Philippa, Kira Metz, and there's one more. It's the one in the season 3. She's being held captive. She's like drinking herself to death or some shit. I don't know her name, but anyway, all 4 of those characters were white in the comics and in the game, and people are just like mad about it that all 4 of them are black.
You're talking about Fringilla.
Yeah, Fringilla. Thank you. Anyway, so first of all, Philippa, Fringilla, and Triss have been in all the seasons. Kira Metz was only brought in during the ball in episode 5 of this season. So it's like, you know, you're about 4 years behind. They've been the same actress for 4 years. Why are you bringing it up now? And their race brings absolutely nothing to the show whatsoever. Like, it makes no difference. I don't give a fuck if they're blue Crocs. Like, what does it matter? It makes no sense. Why do people get mad about it? Anyway, and then they're bringing up all this angry stuff. Yeah, I was. That was all the stuff I was scrolling through at the beginning of the stream, because I was looking for the Bungie one, because I just got into it with these people, and they're fucking racist. Can't help it. God.
Well, they exist everywhere, Greener. So
it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. I can't help but just be absolutely annoyed constantly with that garbage, man. It's just like...
Those people exist. They can't exist. In some countries, they have the right to exist and express themselves.
They don't have the right to exist.
And you have the right to shout them down and get in Twitter fights with them.
I shouldn't give them any mind at all, to be completely frank. Like... Like, it makes... Whatever. I'm just gonna move on before I just fucking, like, suck on a tailpipe or some shit. Ugh! So maddening!
Listen, Greener. Just go gawk on Bungie some more and let's move on. It'll be fun.
They'll come after me. Look, they're all still going.
Turn off Twitter. Close it.
I should close it. Here, I'm gonna
this
close
week in Destiny.
Destiny. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks for bringing me forward a little bit. We should move on to This Week in Destiny. This is supposed to be at heart a Destiny podcast. We keep getting on. I think I should just stay off Twitter this week, and then we can focus on actual video games on the next podcast. So I'm just not angry at the world. Okay, This Week in Destiny. All right, yeah, that's funny how I just said that. Anyway, they talk more about the Bungie Day Giving Festival, mid-season preview, a little bit with the Crucible updates, the Wither Horde ornament winner, which is absolute garbage, might I say.
The right choice.
And the absolute garbage choice. Season 21 exotic catalyst info, Solstice armor, first looks, and a rocket launcher. Fishing derby winners that literally 0 people in the world care about, except for maybe the winners. And yeah, 1 picture of a cat. All right, let's get into it. Okay, first of all, Bungie Day is raising money for the Bungie... I don't know. What are they called?
Foundation.
Foundation, thank you. They do a bunch of charities. It's not just one. They collect money and then they spread it out. They're doing giveaways if you donate
Yeah.
on different days moving forward. You still have some time today to get into the giveaway for the signed Lightfall Collection Edition or Collector's Edition. Tomorrow is a Destiny Plush bundle. The 15th is the Drifter collectible bundle. The 16th is the Lord Shack statue. The 17th is the Varric statue. 18th is the Witch Queen statue. And the 19th is the Sony PlayStation Game Code bundle. So each one of those, based on the dates that I was telling you, they go from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time is when you need to donate to get your name into the draws for each of those days. $1 minimum.
And if you're watching this when this comes out on YouTube, then you skip the 13th and the 14th.
You've already missed the 13th. Well, you still have the... oh, wait, you did. Yeah, we're a day early. Yeah, it'll be the 15th by the time you're watching this. If you're watching this a month late, you missed it by a month. And better luck next year. Right? Cool. Anyway, this looks actually pretty sick. This Witch Queen thing. I know I've seen them before, but it's so nice. Look at this bad boy. Delightful. I would take that. And I was actually thinking about donating earlier today to get a chance at the signed Lightfall. Like it has the Stranger Ghost, right, in it? Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it's called.
Yep.
Palooka, whatever they are. But this is really cool too. Look, there's a hive. She's either giving birth or it's melting at her feet. I'm not sure which.
It's the scene from the trailer.
I don't remember the trailer. What happens?
Where she starts raising up the hive.
Okay, so she's giving birth to it. Cool.
I don't know about that, but whatever.
You see this green goop around it? That's her amniotic sac fluid.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think that's the swamp from the hive from the grown
No, this is the swamp right here. You see how this is a different color?
Yes, that's because it's the base of the statue.
No, amniotic sac fluid. Rick is so mad. All right. Anyway,
well, let me also throw this out here. Of all of the Bungie, of all the Destiny character statues, that is without a doubt the worst one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's not even the full figure.
Oh. Does that matter?
What you see is the whole thing. Like, her legs aren't even part of it. It's weird. I would have much preferred that they had done a flying Witch Queen so you could get the whole figure, not just the figure down to her knees.
Yeah, but at least you get to see those thighs. You know what I mean?
Big ol' Bungie merch L.
All right, fair enough. I don't particularly care. In fact, they probably stand better if this is the base. Nice and flat. Put it on your shelf. I don't need her feet. Anyway, next, the emblem competition we skipped over is over like today. So if you haven't done it, you're probably too late. Unless you throw one together real quick. Tweet it at #emblematic on Twitter. By midnight Pacific time today. Yep. Good luck. All right. Mid-season Crucible update. So, there was a little bit of stuff here. This comes out on Tuesday, by the way, if you didn't know. They weren't able, it says it's not quite time for the mid-season update. That's coming on the 18th. All right. So it's coming on Tuesday. I feel like the mid-season updates usually come on Thursday. Am I wrong?
No, it's.
Is it always on the Tuesdays? All right.
I think it's on a reset, isn't it?
I feel like they've been doing a lot of patch things on the 15th on the Thursdays recently, so maybe it just like melted my brain. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm crazy. Am I crazy?
Too much time on Twitter. It's rotting your brain.
Okay. All right. Anyway, they talked about a bunch of stuff last week that wasn't Crucible related, but this week it's Crucible related. They talked about a couple things here. They fixed some out of bounds spots on various maps. That's probably like that thing that we've been seeing on Twitter and YouTube of them like shooting all the way across the map in one of the Crucible maps. I don't know. Super annoying. Anyway, and Whisper of Chains reduce damage in PvP from 15 to 5%. And then they talk about...
Don't just
okay,
glaze over
hold on,
that.
hold
That's
on.
a significant change.
Which one? This one? The Whisper of
Yeah.
Chains? I don't even know what that is, so why don't you tell us?
That is damage reduction triggered by being near fragments, and the main thing that it's going to do is it's a major nerf to all of your behemoth titans that play Minecraft in trials, where you get the triple behemoth stack that just goes to the point and constantly just makes overshield generating, damage reduction generating shards all around the point and doesn't actually play the game to kill anybody.
Okay.
It is a massive nerf, and it's a good nerf. There needs to be less damage reduction in PvP.
Cool. I'll take it. Perfect.
So
All
in
right.
other words, if you're a behemoth asshole, you have what 4 days left to continue being an asshole. in
I mean,
PvP?
you'll still be able to be an asshole, but it won't be as effective anymore.
Perfect. All right. So they wanted to note some respawning changes in here. They said a bunch of shit. I barely read it.
You're gonna respawn closer to the action, and hopefully not in direct line with opponents. They're gonna
Cool.
try to tighten that up.
Love it. All right. And then there was competitive division matchmaking changes. They've been looking at what they've been doing. There's some calculations now for adjusting your rank, skill limiting, so that it doesn't limit it at all if you are above your target skill. There was some change, and then let's see what it says here. Okay, so there was that loosening up division points, throttling. We do it if you're too far above or below your target. Okay, so basically, what it sounds like they're doing is they're just adjusting some of the changes that they had already made in the previous season for this stuff, and then the dynamic skill ranges, which were what?
The main thing they're doing with competitive matchmaking, the biggest changes coming, is that they're going to make it feel more like the ladder they originally projected, because they acknowledge in here that you will meet people outside your current rank, but the changes are going to try to make you play in your rank a little bit more, but still with players of your own skill.
Yeah,
That's ultimately what they're trying to do.
yeah, and that was some of this dynamic skill ranging stuff as well. So, what did I read though? That was funny. Let's see here. No. Let's see if I can find it. I'm just gonna... what did they say exactly? Okay, so whatever they did, they they wrote in here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. It was pretty funny. Yeah.
Sorry,
this is
dynamic
it.
directing where they broke matchmaking.
Yeah. This is it right here. We built the feature back in. So the dynamic skill range is the feature they built back in season 19. Equalized matchmaking's pool during low population times or low population skill brackets. So they built that feature, but there were some issues preventing us from turning it on and getting good data. We finally found a window to turn it on at the start of Iron Banner a few weeks ago, and promptly broke all of matchmaking. So we immediately turned it back off. They're currently fixing bugs, and they're excited to give us some information before season 22. So I thought that was pretty funny. So a couple weeks ago during Iron Banner, I guess if matchmaking went down, and that's why. I don't remember it going down, but
It didn't go down, but it was throwing people against whoever.
okay, they broke it. Okay, got it. Doesn't mean it just stopped working. Okay, so Wither Horde winner. This is what we got for the Wither Horde. It's the one that Rect wanted, even though I voted for the Gambit one.
Get fucked, nerd.
I don't know why anybody wants this thing. It looks gross.
I'm gonna buy it.
I'm not. I never will.
I'm also not. I'm disappointed. Sorry.
I'm gonna buy 3 of them then.
Cool.
go ahead, man. Go right ahead. Enjoy it.
I don't even use Wither Horde anymore.
Neither do I. This is so fucking stupid, though.
I think it's
What is this
Green
shit?
spaghetti. It's
What
green
is it?
spaghetti.
Little worm coming at the end, just like dancing. You know, little spindly threads on the top. Whatever.
Yep. Awesome.
Whatever. This year mentions that they're going to be giving a Wicked implement a buff somewhere. Where did they say it? I read it. All right, let's see what it says exactly. Running around, yeah, everybody's using a Wicked implement. I'm not. It's not that good. Main thing we want to feel is the rhythm, precision hits. Yep. We all know this. Anyway, they have a few buffs on the way, among other things. We were cautious with the timing window for creeping attrition, but we're looking at adjusting that in the future. All right, there you go.
Here's my problem.
What's your problem?
The gun is mid. The catalyst is mid. It's great on stasis builds, but otherwise very mid. And in order to get the catalyst, you have to do a tier 7 deep dive. I don't know if you've attempted to do tier 7 deep dives, but depending on the modifiers for the week, for instance, this week one of the modifiers is attrition. Between the modifiers and not knowing what encounter you're going to get for the third encounter, the one that you have to activate tier 7 on, that activity can be borderline impossible. Now, some people are going to say, well, Wrecked, just get good. But the difficulty scaling on this activity is so up and down. Like, there's such a wide range of of how difficult that last encounter is going to be based off what perks you got, because, you know, it's kind of this whole roguelike thing. So depending on what perks you got on your way there, what the encounters are for that specific last one, and what the rotators are for the week for the entire thing, it is not something that like your casual Destiny player may be able to do ever. And I don't think that's good for a playlist activity and for a catalyst in their new way of doing things.
Casual shouldn't have catalyst anyway.
Well, then the catalyst should be doing something more impressive than pick up shards. You get overflow on your magazine.
Overflow's nice.
Shards give you ammo back. It's dumb. It is the middest of catalysts on the middest of exotics right now.
All right, well,
in my opinion.
Yeah,
and it's certainly not a good reward for the potential pain in the ass you got to put yourself through in order to get it.
All right, fair enough. We'll see. I haven't tried a tier 3 with a fire team yet, so we'll give it a shot.
No, not tier 3.
7. Yeah.
Tier
the
7.
Third thing, whatever. No one cares. You know, I almost beat a tier 7 with blueberries. There's no way it's that hard.
If the stars align and you get the right perks on the way there and the encounters have fallen in your favor, then that is true.
My third encounter was the one where you got to protect the shit that's floating in the air.
If it's not, then you are going to have some problems. I guarantee it.
All right, fair enough. Okay, Solstice starts next week. Yay, Solstice! I'm so excited.
Are you?
Yeah, I love Destiny seasonal events.
I'm excited for the armor. As usual, I think the armor looks pretty good, even if the armor has a little... seems like it's themed for everybody to be a bellhop in a fancy hotel.
Oh, no.
All right, we'll check that out in a minute. Okay, so the EAZ is back. The silver leaf thing is back. We get to choose what buffs are, not buffs, but like what, mostly what our stats, our shit gets. even though pretty useless due to the fact that it can't be made
None of
into
it's
artifice armor, which is so stupid to me. Like we're all well, most of us, maybe not everybody, but you know, a good chunk of Destiny non-casuals, I guess, or hardcores. I wouldn't want to call myself hardcore, but I mean, I run artifice armor. You know, it's an extra 12 points. Like that's a big number. Like, or not even 12. It's more than that. There's 5, 3, 15 points, right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, not if you're running an exotic. It's 12 for most people.
Oh yeah. You right. Anyways, 12 for most people. So that's a whole level on something that you wouldn't have normally. So I don't know. I wish you can control these things quite a bit with the new system they implemented last year with the silver leaves and the whatnot. But still, I feel like my artifice armor is better. But whatever.
I mean, you would be right.
I'm gonna give it some. I'm gonna get some of the stuff, and maybe I can get some different builds out of some of the armor that I get.
I will do it enough to unlock the white glows on all 3 sets.
Oh yeah,
That
definitely.
That will be when I'm done. I will not grind any armor because it will not hold a candle to all of that duality armor that I farmed. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless they surprise us and there turns out to be a way to make it artifice, in which case I will probably play an unhealthy amount of Destiny.
Or it drops at 75.
Not even then. I've got 100 builds on all characters, so I don't. Just on armor stats. I don't need it.
Fine.
I need it for my warlock because my warlock has shit armor right now.
Yeah, my warlock and titan both have shit armor, but I don't care.
Let me be clear.
Because
I'm
they're
not boasting
shit
about that
characters.
either. I'm not boasting. I'm not trying to be boastful. I made very bad life choices the last time Keitel was here before they changed the armor drops, and it was Master Week for them. Vix and I probably spent like 30 hours in duality that week. Like, that's all I was doing. Go to work, come home, farm. That Saturday, farm all day. That Sunday, farm all day. Right?
Ouch.
We did so much farming that I could probably play that encounter with my eyes completely closed and just do it off muscle memory at this point. So, listen, I would rather not have all 100 stat armor and have gotten some of those hours back, let me tell you.
Yeah, I did. That's where I got all my artificer for my Titan. The last time before it was changed for Master Keitel, but I didn't have a warlock at the time, so.
Cool.
Last time I tried to farm artificers for my warlock, I got like 14 bonds and 1 helmet.
Anyway, I farmed artifice from Spire, but it was fun. I liked it. Spire is super easy. Super duper easy. Anyway, so we get these 2 things with Solstice. Oh wait, do you do the event card and guild your shit?
I'm going to do the event card.
Okay. Well, you said you would be done once all the things were white.
Yeah, but by the time you have the armor fully kindled,
You think
pretty
it'd be
much
done?
your entire event card's going to be done anyway.
Okay. All right.
Once you do it on all 3 characters, since I think it's shared progress across all 3, right?
It is. Yeah. Wait, which one?
The event card.
It shows the armor though, from what I heard, isn't it? Or does that mean, or what they said does, if I get 1 arm, any arm I pick up is already kindled. Maybe that's what I read.
High class or not? I don't remember.
Hold on, it says right here, somewhere. Here, we'll see in a second. Anyway, I want to talk about Firebound and Flare. Firebound's boring because it's only available in Bonfire Bash, which I assume is a EAZ thing. But you get increased recovery and super regen, which is kind of neat. Flare is cool because you can actually bring it into the Vanguard op playlist. have some fun with it. Some paracausal fire flying around, damaging shit. So it actually helps you out in regular game modes, which is totally cool. All right, so here it is during Solstice, you can chase down desired roll in your armor, looking for 100 discipline, best grenade build, blah, 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 recovery, crucible. If you ever wanted to fine-tune Solstice, is your time to shine. Upgrading Solstice armor required, yep. Earn silver leaves, silver ash. Spend it to re-mod. Earn killing, like blah, blah, blah. Spend kindling, blah, blah, blah. Each piece of armor can be upgraded 3 times. Remember that you only need to do this once per armor slot. Every time you upgrade a piece of Solstice armor, it is permanent and shared across all Solstice pieces for that armor slot. So I guess that's where I get a smidge confused. It's probably character, but...
Yeah, it's based on class. If you had multiple hunters, like, you could probably do it on multiple hunters, but I don't think it crosses classes.
Okay, cool. All right. That's what I saw. So... all right, let's pull this up so everyone can see if they're watching the video. Here we go with some armor. Warlock? Yes?
Can I take your bag, sir? Yes, that's Warlock.
Okay. I don't see concierge here, but that's okay. I see more, like, this to me is like royalty. Like, this guy is a prince in some court somewhere.
Put him in a completely red shader that's red and gold.
Well, yes. Okay.
And he's a bellhop.
If you turn it
sure.
red, absolutely. But the gold lacing and stuff makes it look like royalty. This one here, I totally forgot that, like, there's going to be a green glow for Strand. I really think that that's the first thing I noticed when I saw these pictures on here was the green glow. And I'm like, ooh, that's actually kind of neat. I like that. Why is this
hunter armor might be symmetrical? Probably when you get to the legs, it's not going to be symmetrical. I
say how boring. Am I the only one that thinks that this is way too low res here on the chest though?
Yes.
I'm the only one that thinks that?
No. I agree with you.
It's low res. Yeah. I mean, if you look down look at the bottom of the left side, yeah. It's It's a little janky for sure.
See, this looks way better.
Well, fuck hunters. What are you gonna do?
I know, but like, there's a better bump map on it. It pulls out. It's not as feathered. Like, this looks like shit. What the fuck, Bungie? All right, let's see the Titans. See, the Titans looks good too. I bet. Well, no, it doesn't actually.
Janky,
yeah, actually, it doesn't look as good at all. This stuff looks great right here, the helmet, all good. Chest piece looks kind of so. So the Warlock gets definitely getting some big help on that chest piece. Looks a lot better than the other ones, only because of the aesthetic, really. Like this is rough. This is in rough shape. That'd be cool if that was a real chain actually hanging down with physics. Can we get some physics in fucking Destiny, please, Bungie? For the love of God.
You can have fake physics.
Can you just put...
They did physics movement for class armor, and we know how that worked out.
Can you just put fucking Havoc inside your engine, please? Jesus, how hard could that be? It would be incredibly hard. But my point is, there's a physics engine that is literally perfect, that exists, and that can be input into games. Use it. You can't build your own... dog shit tacos.
Whatever. You're gonna start getting error code physics.
Error code Havoc. That's what it'd be called. All right, so and then we got this rocket launcher. So a new Strand rocket launcher. From what I've understood, the perks on this suck.
So it showed up in the API. It actually showed up in the API last season before last.
Yeah.
And if the API is correct, this is the single most dog shit rocket launcher in the entire game.
Okay, cool. But at least it's Strand.
Including blues.
Damn, that's rough. All right, fair enough. Hopefully it's wrong, I guess. Yeah.
I looked at the perk pool, and I'm one of those guys that likes to farm good rolls for a rainy day in case they change like frames.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother farming for this at all.
Nice. Anyway, it's kind of neat. I like the look of it, but yeah, you're right. If it's got shit rolls, there's no point in farming it.
I was excited for Strand Palmyra, but alas.
Alas, nothing good. Maybe they should make these. You know what would be good? If they made these event weapons craftable. I know that the perk pool still sucked. That doesn't make a difference, but I think that would get people a little more excited to play these seasonal events.
No.
If they were
Bungie wants people to grind, right? They don't want
well, then
people
make
to
it
just get their
difficult to
5
grind.
patterns and get out.
Literally make it and put it into the event pass, the patterns, and have that be the only way to get it. That's right, paywall it. I'm totally fine with that. And then the very last guild option gets you the last pattern. So basically, you have to do the entire event card, and then you get to craft it. Right?
Yep. Sure.
I'd be totally fine with that, and then I get to craft it because every year I guess I would screw them for next year. They'd have to make a new weapon. God forbid. God forbid they'd have to make a new weapon other than Cold Front for fucking Dawning. Could you imagine? Oh. All right, whatever. I'm being dramatic now. I think that people would be less. Well, you know what? People get on the hate train that it was paywalled.
The Destiny community can always find something to bitch about. All right.
Yeah, there might be a way to not paywall it and still get people to grind for it though. So, all right. So there was a fishing tournament at some point last week. A bunch of people won. No one cares. Skip. Known issues. They disabled the utility kickstart armor mod, and guess why? Because
of PvP.
No, because content creators suck again and ruin the game. Somebody posted a video of it, and then 8 minutes later it was disabled. So, but yeah, if you saw the video, essentially people were swapping it on and on and on and off, and getting infinite utility, surrounding themselves in shields, that type of stuff. Yeah, good times. Getting super energy or some shit, I think, from what I understand. Alright, the child of the old gods aspect is not providing energy or health as expected. Okay, cool. Defeating unstoppable champions too quickly during PSYOP, Battleground, Moon, Nightfall, we read this last week, can result in missing revive tokens, as well as players earning a lot. Okay, so they don't get the plat. That's funny. That sucks, but funny. Altar of Reflection memories may not appear centered when viewed. Really? That's funny. Could you imagine just like off? So, oh man, I'd be triggered so hard. Some people are unable to acquire new Trials of Osiris rewards. Oof. That's a rough one.
Imagine doing the thing to get the emblem, but then you can't actually pick up the emblem.
Oh, that'd be frustrating.
After they took it away the first week.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be frustrating.
If that happened to anybody listening, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. All right, I'm just laughing at the situation.
Okay, so Hung Jury is the current rotation right now, and Nightfalls. This is the last week this season. It's being pulled out of rotation. Yeah, not even this
Kinetic
season.
Tremors, Hung Jury right now.
Yeah.
Enjoy
No.
the Corrupted.
Is it the Corrupted this week?
It's the Corrupted this week, yeah.
I mean, I still have my node. If anybody wants to farm, I just got AFK a little bit more first. I need 3 more levels. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, remember, the Destiny Showcase is getting closer. Wait, it's on the 22nd? I thought it was on the 24th. Where did I miss that? All right, cool. 22nd, 2 days earlier. Let's go. I think it was the 24th last year. I'll take
22nd is a Tuesday. It's a reset date.
Nice. All right. So, here's the cat photo. It wasn't even hippie, but we got a cat photo anyway. Let's give a shout out to Sam. Sam, good job. Good job. Cat looking at the ocean. Check it out. Beautiful. Can we make it bigger? Yeah. I mean, it's not a super cute animal or anything, but it's a cat. It's better than nothing. Better than that other fucker that doesn't put any cat videos on my shit. Loser. All right.
I don't like their rotating authors. Some of their authors I don't like. I actually miss DMG writing these.
I don't miss DMG doing anything.
And now that I know the circumstances part around why he left, it makes me even more sad.
Did he leave because of that guy?
In part, the reason he left the Bungie community management, what I've read, is that part of his decision was
because of all the threats,
issues with the threats and the guy having shit delivered to his house and all that nonsense.
Shit, I hope he gets some of that 500 grand from Bungie then.
I mean, as if that guy is ever going to generate 500 grand. In the judgment, it's going to be years before that man generates that money.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Suppose. You're right, but you know, if you can't pay that shit, you should just go straight to jail. You can agree or disagree, but if you've done something that
I'm gonna strong disagree with the idea of debtor's prison. Thank you.
Debtor's prison? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Debtor's prison. Okay, well, don't break the law to the point where you have to pay somebody money.
No, I can't get behind incarceration because you owe debts, whatever those debts happen to be. Can't do it.
It's not a debt. You got sued for threatening somebody's life.
Can't do it.
Fine, whatever. I mean, if we just
send somebody to jail, convict them of a crime, don't send them to jail because they can't pay a fine. It's weird.
All right, well, death threats should be a prison sentence then. How's that?
All right, well then take the guy to criminal court. But that's not what happened here.
Let's send him to jail. Let's go. All right, at least community service or something then. Like 60,000 hours of community service. Right? And then you doing... Or wait, hold on. Here's my solution. Community service. What is it? What was it? $500,000? Okay, so you divide that by $10 an hour. So 50,000. I could have done that math.
$10 an hour. It's not even minimum wage. What are you talking about?
People on Twitter just keep saying that minimum wage is $7.50. Hey, don't tell me. It's $15 in Canada, so which is only $3 in the States anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. I'm just kidding. Our money's not that low. Anyway, so 50,000 hours. That's just the math I'm doing. You don't make any money for the community service, but $10 per hour goes into a pool that eventually gets paid out to the person that is owed to. 50,000 hours divided by 2,080 hours, which is the regular amount of hours somebody works in a work year. It would only take you 24 years to pay off your debt. And you'd have to work full time. And if you wanted to make money for yourself, you'd have to work outside of your time at community service. Is that fair? He's not in jail. Does that work?
Green, I'm not going to have this conversation with you. Listen.
Yeah, same.
I'm a libertarian, and we're gonna scrap if we continue down this.
I don't know what a libertarian even means.
Maximum freedom, minimum government is what I'm into.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. I think we should put everybody that I think is an asshole in prison, and then the world would be a better place. Let's go, baby. Wouldn't it be great if you? Wouldn't it be great though if we could just put everyone that sucks in prison?
I mean, if we could all agree on who sucks.
No. Just give a decent person the job. That's their job to figure out who sucks. One person.
Define decent person.
Me.
And then get a consensus.
I don't need a consensus. I can dictate who's a dumbass and who isn't.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean? I'm so good at it.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why you're not even allowed to unilaterally ban people from the server, right?
Listen, I can. I put that in place for another reason. All right. If I wanted to bring that back, I could. And nobody would stop me because I would ban them.
You have a point.
Listen, I always have control. I always have control. In theory. I make it appear like I don't have complete control. I give you guys all false sense of security.
All right, Neuro.
All right,
Let's wrap it up now.
calm down. Fallacy is Neuro. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that it's the same person.
Ooh, called out. Ouch.
He even has a deep voice that sounds exactly like Neuro's.
Has Fallacy ever demanded that somebody respect him and his authority?
Listen. He hasn't said something like that, but here's the thing. I've always got a hint of it from him. He's told me he has Asperger's. I'm thinking he's learned from his mistakes in the past, but I always see it come out every once in a while because instead of asking his staff to do things, he'll just come into a chat and just like tell them to do things. And that always struck me so much as like Neuro. It's not like for example, I'm actually all for this, but when he started that raid leader thing, that kind of freaked everyone out or whatever, he came to me and asked for the role. I was like, yeah, totally, whatever, have fun. And then he went into staff chat, in his staff chat, in the staff server, and he pinged all of them, and he goes, okay, you are all now raid leaders. You must lead one raid per week. End of story. And that was it. And I've got no problem with that. They agreed to it. It's cool. Everything worked out. But it felt so much like him to me. And he's done those things over like 2 years. So it's all just like, this is how it's going to happen, and that's the end of it. There's no like, if you don't agree, then you're not staff anymore, you know? So, I've always told him that too. I tell him that from time to time. I was like, you remind me of Neuro. And every once in a while he forgets who it is, and he's like, who is that? And I'm like, it's the old console leader that we kicked out for being an asshole. And he's like, fuck you. It's a great conversation. I love it every time. What do you think? You think those are Neuro tendencies?
I mean, listen, if he's got short man syndrome and hyper aggression, then yeah, he's just like Neuro. But otherwise,
I don't think he has short man syndrome, but he definitely has a little bit of hyper aggression hidden amongst him. But it's not that bad. He's able to control it. So that's pretty good. Just don't let him get on a server when he's drinking.
Listen, I hear enough about him because it's Clan Wars season anyway. The man is all up in my DMs constantly.
Is he still in there? Tell him to fuck off, man. Be like, just do better and you'll win. Stop complaining about everyone else.
I told him he needs to kick out a bunch of people from Souls, actually, because the reason that Souls is not in second is because you have too many people compared to the other clans. So you have more people that aren't doing anything, that aren't contributing, and it fucks up your percentage of participation. So
there should be a sliding scale for that.
I mean, the sliding scale is kick out your inactive bitches.
You guys are assholes, man.
Listen, Clan Wars is secretly just a way to get everyone to get rid of their wallflowers. That's what it is.
You should tell Soren to get rid of people in 7.
I mean, if he got rid of all the inactives, there'd be like 10 people.
That is so
5.
funny. That is so...
5.
No, it's not that bad. Calm down. Listen. You guys talk like that, but I'm pretty sure...
Look at the numbers?
I'm pretty sure 7 won Destiny 2 Clan of the Week 2 weeks in a row. So
I mean,
there has got to be more than 10 people doing that if they're beating all of you.
Let's take a look at the last week of Clan Wars results.
But here's the thing. It's funny that you just said that because I put the recruitment post in 7's chat the other day, and the Brigadier mentioned, he goes, damn, 7's closed. How? We're not even that active. And I said, tell your damn admin to purge those lazy nerds. And then I put anyone over 90 members is automatically closed. And a couple of people are like, oh, okay, I see. But Brigadier responded, it's like, I can only name up 10 people that are active. So it's funny that you said 10 exactly. Are you, like, is Brigadier your alt account or something? Are you hiding in 7? No, he's dead. He's looking up the stats. Look, the stats don't matter. Here, look. I'm going to show you something. I'm not even going to show you. I'm just going to read it off to you. All right, Destiny 2, Clans of the Week this week. Let's see here. Souls, Guardians, and 7. Boom. Last week, Disciples, 7, and Devils. Boom. The week before that, Disciples, 7, and Devils. What? 3 weeks in a row. 7 has been Destiny 2. So what they need is somebody to bring them together. Because they're not... Community Player of the Week stuff, or the community points, is what they're struggling with. They've got people playing Destiny. They got people playing Destiny like fucking mad. But they don't have the... They're not playing together. Weirdos.
This is what I'm talking about, and all of the metrics we use for Clan Wars are community engagement. Those are the ones that count the most. So, I mean, there you go.
I mean, 7 had 41% of their clan earn members last week, earn points last week out of 91 people. So that means
you're still looking at Player of the Week.
No,
though.
I'm looking at community Player of the Week. 41% of Shrouded 7 earned points last week out of 91 members, which means they have approximately 40 people that played activities with other members of the SGC. So my point is minimum 40 people actually actively playing with other members of the community, and there's probably at least another 10
they have 91 people in that clan currently.
That's my point. So 41% of them is like 40 people, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little less than that, 37-ish people, and then they've got at least another 10 to 15 people that are just playing by themselves. Or going to an LFG. So they've got active people in the clan, is my point. Yes, sure, you can purge 30 of them, but they don't have 10 members that are active. They have 55 to 60 members that are actively active in their clan, 40 of which are playing with members of the SGC. So you all want to talk shit about clans. I have the numbers. They're real. Those aren't terrible stats. They're nowhere near the top 5, of course. Absolutely. But... still not terrible. You want to talk terrible? We talk about Shrouded 9. 94 members, 13% participation in Community Clan of the Week.
27 messages in Discord last week.
Wow.
That's more than Boop.
Boop doesn't count, though. Let's be clear. Boop has a separate Discord where they're all active with one another.
I think 9 does too, don't they?
9 might, yeah. Which is why the numbers are so low for Discord activity. And Boop every once in a while will just come out of the fucking woodwork and just like be super active. They're one of those clans that like they basically the way Django runs it is there's a select number of people that will come and go from Destiny, but they always come back, and he's fine with that. And then he rotates in at like 20 newbies, every couple months, and see if he can capture one of those people and pull them into the thread. And I mean, Squeakers has been alive for like 4 or 5 years now, so like it works. But they're not like super community driven or anything. But I still like the clan existing. They're cool peeps. I like Django. He's like a OG at this point, I'd say. So I kind of let him do it.
I'm not really calling anybody out. Things are what they are. And if the clans are working, then the clans are working.
I mean, but be fair, yeah, I'll call him out. Fury doing a terrible job. Squeakers, in theory, because they still 20% of their clan have only played with other clan members. And then 9. Those are probably the worst stats out of all the clans. Catastrophe is struggling right now too, but they're openly like defying Destiny right now. Like whenever I ask them why they're not doing Clan Wars, they're like, "'Cause Destiny fucking sucks." I'm like, all right, fair enough.
This season is not good. It happened at an unfortunate
I love
time.
this season. Why don't people like this season? What? Like, everyone's talking about how good the dungeon is, better than the last 3 dungeons. Everyone's talking, like, people up until this Exotic Quest came out, which the Exotic Quest is, like, pretty fun. Deep dives were enjoyable. I enjoyed them. I like doing them. I haven't seen too many complaints about them. I don't really like salvage. and the storyline was fun, interesting. The Witch Queen must rise. Come on, that's epic.
The storyline was not good.
Oh, fuck
I mean,
you.
the story was fine. The delivery of the story was not good.
Nah.
Getting my whale haiku every week was
What is wrong
very
with that? I thought it
blah.
was super slick and
Was
cool and
very
interesting. Interesting concept. Sloane being all badass and coming back, half taken.
The
we get
concept is good.
we get
The
to learn the
concept is
origin
cool.
of the witness, and then we find out that the Witch Queen needs to be resurrected. Like, how is all that stuff not like that's more stuff
The concept is cool. The delivery was garbage.
You're
It
wrong.
should all have been part of Lightfall.
Why is everybody so obsessed with that?
The veil stuff that's been happening this season should have been part of the Lightfall campaign. Yes.
You mean the Veil stuff that you sit in front of a computer and listen to recordings?
Yes, that should have been stuff that got revealed during the course of the Lightfall campaign. It's fine. I don't even really consider that seasonal content though. They're just adding into Lightfall as the season goes by.
Yeah.
I just did not particularly enjoy how the story was delivered for this season.
You know how in MMO sometimes, like Final Fantasy 14 is a good example, they release the game and the storyline isn't finished, and then they add patches every month or so that adds a few seasonal quests, and then the story finally gets filled out until it gets to the end of it. Why is everybody okay with that in WoW, World of Warcraft, all this stuff, but not Destiny?
I don't play those other games, so I don't care what they do there. I play Destiny, and
Yeah, but I never see anybody on Twitter complaining about that shit. Everybody's just angry. Bungie, our Destiny fans are just a bunch of fucking
every
bitches.
gaming community has a lot of bitches online. that
I don't
bitch
know.
about the game
I'm in
constantly.
gaming communities other than Destiny, and nobody bitches as much as
So am I.
Destiny
Diablo,
players.
people bitch about it all the time. People bitch about Diablo constantly. If you go into their Reddit, 90% of the posts are people bitching and moaning. Right? If you go on their Twitter, bitching and moaning. Same with Overwatch. Before I left that community, bitching and moaning.
I almost want to
all the
stop
time.
playing video games so I'm stop associated with these fucking losers. Everyone's got nothing better to do than complain. Complain. These people put their blood, sweat, and tears every fucking day of their life making this shit that we're going to enjoy. Try not to be such a downer.
Just because somebody put a lot of hard work into something doesn't mean it's good.
I'm not saying it's good, but there's better ways to be constructively criticism
it's
than
the
just
internet, man.
just being assholes. That's my problem. It's people are
The internet
assholes
breeds assholery.
and they're entitled. I'm tired. Like when they say we deserve this game to be better, you don't deserve a goddamn thing, you fucking ingrate. What you deserve is what you have. That's it. And what drives me nuts is people are so mad at Destiny for like costing $100 to play for a year, but you'll buy a $100 game that's 25 hours and you don't complain about that at all.
I mean,
Get out of here.
I will complain about Destiny sometimes. I still like the game. I don't have a problem calling out its faults, and there's no season where I've only paid $100 by the time the year's over. There's no expansion, and regardless of what digital goods I got from it, those digital goods are supposed to be paying for content that I'm going to enjoy, and there's a lot of content that I haven't enjoyed or that they promised and never delivered on.
Okay.
So
All right, fair enough. Sure. I don't know anymore.
but I'll still keep playing the game.
We just
I
need
don't
Destiny
regret
3.
that I have 7,000 hours of it.
We just need Destiny 3. What they should do is just launch a new Destiny. They'll call it Destiny. That's fine. Doesn't need to be called Destiny 3. Brand new engine, brand new everything. Let's reboot her. Whatever. You want to bring guns over? That would be great. I would welcome that. I don't really want to start from scratch again, but I will. And then, yeah, I don't know. Make better content.
Maybe they will. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I guess nobody knows what's happening after the final shape, do we? Nobody knows. Absolutely nobody knows. You know why?
I don't even know what I'm playing after the final shape.
Because they're launching Destiny 3. That's why. We don't know.
I am still committed to calling it done after the final shape. Unless something major changes. But maybe they'll change my mind over the course of, you know, the rest of this expansion and the next one. We'll see.
I'm never gonna be done. I don't even like the game, but I like Shrouded, so I'll keep playing it until the end.
I have the same feeling, but at a certain point, I'm gonna stop pouring money and hours into Destiny, and at that point, I won't feel right. You know, at the very least, I will step down and go back down to just being a green person with just SGC community and nothing else.
Yeah, that's fair. I get it.
Anyway, wow, we're gonna end the show on a downer.
I'm never
How about
quitting
we do some
Destiny.
plugs?
That's not a downer. Yeah, let's.
How about we do some plugs?
That's actually a
Get
good
the fuck
idea.
outta
You
here.
want to check something out, though? Oh shit! You know what? Just a couple minutes ago, we were at 52 minutes, and I was like, "We're gonna finish an hour," and now we're at an hour and 25 minutes. What happened?
Yeah. 25 minutes of bitching and moaning.
I hate
It's an
when people
excellent
bitch
pastime.
and moan, but like, literally all I do is bitch and moan about people bitching and moaning. It's so hypocritical. What is wrong with me? Whatever.
Stop
Anyway,
being such a bitch.
let's do fucking plugs and just get out of here. And let's next week it's gonna be a super positive episode. I promise you. You guys will never have heard anything so positive ever. So if you guys can't be positive, don't come. I don't know. Anyway,
He's gonna be greener, and he's gonna just be ranting about whatever he read on Twitter that day.
Destiny 2 skins.
shit. Oh yeah, big titty goth girl. Let's go.
All right, 4x4, you got any plugs so we can get out of here, please?
Yeah.
For the love of God.
I don't got any plugs this week. Expediting our exit.
All right, Clan Wars is going on. Please, for the love of God, somebody beat Wardens. This weekend.
Or don't.
This weekend there'll be opportunities to fuck Wardens over. I promise you. Because you know, I'm always getting accused of favoritism or targeting clans, so I decided this is the year. This is the year it's actually happening.
On behalf of Wardens, I feel targeted.
Good.
Okay, good. I will be Organized Chaos is coming on the 22nd. We've got a lot of people that have signed up so far. My email has been going nuts with
Yeah, it's actually crazy, right?
notifications.
I saw that. It's like 14 or 15 already.
There, I will be doing, because Organized Chaos is a little bit involved to get set up for. And the last time we did it, we ended up spending an hour just people getting their shit sorted out. I am hosting 2 streams this weekend on Saturday and Sunday, both at 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern, to go over the rules and how you need to get your character set up. So when people show up to the event, they're already ready to go. And if you're going to sign up, I just want to remind you that this event takes a while. There's a lot of randomization that happens between rounds, and it's not just hit dim randomizer, right? Part of the spectacle of this event is spinning the wheel, seeing what you got, and modifying your mods based off whatever bullshit weapon combinations you're having to deal with. And that takes some time. So I fully expect this to be a 5 or 6 hour event. So I realize that's a long time for a lot of people, but it is what it is if you want to participate in the whole thing. It's going to be prized. There's going to be some SGC swag. There's going to be some server roles. There's going to be some loyalty points. All good stuff. And the game pads that we give out have all been very good quality. I'm very impressed with the ones that I have. So I think they're worthwhile, especially if you don't already have some fancy eye candy for your desk. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I think that's it for now.
Cool. Regular Shrouded stuff. If you stumble on this podcast, you're not in the Shrouded gaming community, you should come in. We play a lot of Destiny, hence the podcast. We play some other stuff too, depending on the clan you're in. They all have different preferences. Feel free to join up and check it out. If nothing fits, then you can just leave. Super easy. ShroudedGaming.com/Discord. Community stream. If you're part of the community, you should check out the community stream. You probably already know about it, but if you don't, twitch.tv/ShroudedGaming. Host them at 6:30 Eastern on Tuesday, 3 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday. We actually had probably like one of the best EU streams that we'd ever had this Wednesday, so thank you guys all so much for coming. Really appreciate that. So keep that up, and it'll keep me motivated to really rush out my Wednesdays and keep doing them. because it's super stressful, and I want to make sure that it's worth it. So, come. Also, we're going to have tons of giveaways in the description below. We got to give away some silver. We got to give away some merch. We're going to be giving away that ghost plushie. That was the giveaway for lurking or being active in during the community stream. We're going to keep that rocking and rolling all the time. But it's going to be it's a weekly basis. So if there's 2 streams that week, you have the opportunity of grabbing 2 tickets, that type of thing. It's the kind of cop. So it's 3 streams, 3 tickets, blah, 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 blah. It's always going to be 75, 37.5. If you don't know what I mean by that, if you lurk for 75% of the stream, you get points the whole time. If you're active for half of that, you'll earn enough points to enter the giveaway as well. So, maybe I should do the active thing for the whole stream, and you get 2. I could totally do that. I wonder if that works. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. Anyway, we're still going to be giving those away. I don't know if it's going to be the plush, but there's always going to be an extra giveaway right now as long as we can afford it. And what else we got? Nothing much. Everybody talked about everything. We should probably head out. We will be starting to give away the Final Shape pre-order soon. We're assuming they're going live on the 22nd like they do every year after the showcase. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for it. So check out the community streams and the activities and events that we plan. Usually we roll all the rewards around in there when it's pre-order time. It's usually pre-orders for the next expansion. It's going to be great. Anyway, I think that's enough for me. I talked a lot there. Thank you all so much for coming to This Week at Shrouded, episode 25. Once again, I'm your host, A. Greener. I want to thank our guests, 4x4 Strings and Mr. Wrecked, for providing their amazing knowledge of the gaming and Destiny universe today. And their libertarian, what did you call it? Viewpoints?
Libertarian
viewpoints, where we just can't throw people in jail for not liking them. Damn it. All right. Peace out. Thanks for coming. Have a good one.
See ya.
All right.